My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here. Of Richard Kay's, the fact that, you know, on royal tours, which are also very...
Mail suggested this week locally.
Ah, my God, the mindset of these people. LOL, quote, it's very dangerous for the Sussexes to do these royal tours because they could be manipulated by foreign government. This is, that's the one that I read already, so I'm gonna skip that. I went back to my community board and look at everything. All right. Town Is It On It Holmes wants your opinion on this visit so she can write her blog. Okay, so 10 seconds. What is that?
To Nigeria was. Is this a royal tour? Officially, no. But
Okay, so there's a music. Most likely I will not be able to play that. It says, is this an official royal tour?
it looks like
And it looks like one. Is this a royal tour? And she wants to know your comments on that. So what is that here? Okay, what do you think? Read my take. So many thoughts. Okay, what is that? All right, so let's get out of this one. Apparently, the royal reporters didn't know about this event. It went under the Richter scale. They don't remember Betty doing this. Okay, so 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Mantle of the OBE, and it's not something I really remember seeing in the same way previously.
I've never ever heard of this before. I mean, I think maybe, either the listeners may have seen something like that. I've never heard of it.
So it was a thing. It's been going on for a while, but I guess I mean, I should probably have looked this up beforehand to
Probably
see
would have been a good idea.
who used to do it. But you know, certainly I can't imagine. Well, we don't remember the Queen walking up those steps in that kind of a crimson robe, but it was only one page needed for the job this time, but it was return to duties for one of the King's coronation pages, Lord Oliver Cholmondeley, who's 14 now. So Camilla's robes were a little bit shorter, so
What are they
she
talking
didn't
about?
need anybody to help her, but King, I mean, you know, it's a pretty grand old do. It's not just, it's a step up again from garden party level and investiture level.
Well, it is. I mean, there was 2,000 people there who hold the sort of MBEs, the OBEs, and the fact that it's been going for so long that we didn't even know about it, it sort of slipped under the radar. But it obviously is a big deal, and I think you're attending this, then going to a garden party, portrait unveiling, which we'll come to later.
We've had the really sort of striking pictures of the King and Queen walking up the steps of St Paul's for the OBE service in this mantle of the OBE.
Is it being played? Okay, I have no idea what. Could it be? Okay, there was some screenshot that I share where there was a garden party and it smelled like sewage. And then there's a picture I saw with Camilla and Charles going up a stairs, and there's a child holding the cape or something like that. And what was the other thing that I saw? The Charles revealing his portrait, and he got scared when he saw it. I don't know, but let's see this thing here next to it. Okay, the royal family. Today, the King and Queen attended a service of dedication for the Order of the British Empire at St. Paul's Cathedral. Is that the same church that Harry was for the Invictus? Around 2,000 people who are holders of honors from the UK and Commonwealth form part of the congregation, established by King George V in 1917 to reward outstanding contribution to the war effort and Order of the British Empire, now recognizes the work of people from all walks of life. The order include honors like BMS, MBEs, and OBEs, as well as knighthood and damehood. We spoke to some of the award recipients to hear what this recognition means to them. They just recongregated and said, we're gonna need your help to do that dirty work for them. Oh my God, LOL. Russell Myers, opportunities miss. Apparently, Harry could have been doing his engagement as a royal and we could have attended. No! It's opportunity for you, miss. Harry's doing his thing. Oh my God. This is the psychology of these people. They're the one who's missing out. Harry's doing his thing. Oh my Lord. 1 minute and 8 seconds. Let's listen to their BS.
Duchess of Sussex. Not your Sussex, the other Sussex.
Yes.
So Harry finished up his visit in the UK. He went and did a let's call it an engagement with Scotty's little
It's
soldiers.
an engagement,
And
yeah.
I mean, that sounds like it was great fun and the kind of thing that we used to really enjoy seeing Prince Harry at. Mucking around with kids, rolling Maltesers down tape measures, eating off the floor, the ones that he failed to get where they were meant to go, and winning the race to eat strawberry bootlaces and such like. And spending time with kids, like, you know, that's a reminder of.
Well, it's there's opportunities missed. I've been saying this a lot all this week that
Keep in mind, Harry could have continued traveling to the UK more often to do all of this stuff. When you listen to the people he works with the Invictus and all of that, Harry participates in everything. But his family, the royal family, have made life so difficult for him. His safety is in jeopardy whenever he's in the UK because the royal family feels some sort of a threat or don't like what he's doing because I don't know why. So he can travel to the UK as often as he would like to be part of these things. So whenever he's in the UK, he tackles as many things as possible before he leaves. And then the 10th anniversary for the Invictus, and then Scotty Little Soldiers, he's an ambassador, global ambassador for them. So he stopped by and enjoyed the moment with the kids. But all of this, they're talking as if Harry doesn't want to do that. He would love to do it, but they make it impossible for him. They took his house, they took his security. So what is he supposed to do? So while he was over there, he participated in the activity that Scotty Little Soldiers was doing for the kids. So they sound as if something in their brain is missing, as if Harry didn't really want to do this type of things. It's because of them, the royal family, who prevent him from doing this more often. So now he engaged with them due to technology. So he talks to them as often as he could for special event, holidays, and things like that, through technology kind of things. But anyway, let's get back to the original recording.
when you see him in his element, representing himself,
That's it.
and representing the family, both at home and
No,
abroad.
the family did not want him to associate with them. So he's representing himself. That's what you have to put in your score. He's representing himself.
Shining light on these important organisations. And then of course you go to Nigeria and you know, I don't see how you can knock it. A lot of people were being very rude, shall we say.
What?
Okay.
Because they're doing things.
Oh my God, these people are crazy. I'm only letting you listen to it because these people, this is completely ridiculous.
It is an opportunity missed, and when you see things like this, you think, oh, that would have been really good if they were in the firm and doing that sort of stuff.
Nah. They're still doing what they love. This is what they enjoy doing. So they're not missing anything. The institution, even though the institution still not doing a damn thing, the only thing that the institution is missed out of Harry is to get that adoration that Harry is getting. That's all. Okay, they don't care about the work. They don't care about anything. As long people like them, that's it. This is what they miss right now. But Harry is putting in the work, putting in the time. This is why people likes Harry.
Within the Commonwealth as they wanted to. Or maybe Harry wanted to.
Maybe it suggests that it wasn't the job they didn't like. It was the people that
Well,
they were
I
doing
think
it for.
that's, putting it mildly,
Is
isn't
the
it?
issue
Yeah.
now, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Princess Diana, you were going to hell on earth with these people. And then these are the recycle people, the offspring who's carrying the same stupidity. The campaign. Harry's doing his own thing. He enjoys whatever it is that they're doing. What are these people talking about?
Or that they've thought that that's not a bad gig. You know, because in Valentine Lowe's incredible book, Courtiers, he said that
Oh God.
Meghan was aghast that she wasn't getting paid to be in Australia and do the sort of handshaking, the walkabouts and all that. And that's kind of what
Well,
they are doing.
I guess that's a confirmation that she was doing all of this for free for you guys. And Harry had said he was willing to stay in the institution and work for free, but they rejected him. So there's another confirmation of that.
Do it but get paid.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
We're still unclear about who paid. I mean, obviously, one would assume the Nigerian government paid for their security and to put on the...
And you see, Harry came with his own security as well. Okay, so I'm pretty sure before he left the US and made sure everything that he needed, because that's his main concern, security and safety. There was a governor that Harry was gonna meet. This is where he didn't bring Meghan with him, and his security and assistant came and said they want. Even the people, I guess there were other photographers there, but not them, because Harry don't want to deal with them, to move back away from the car. And you could see why he wanted to make sure they were clear off, so he could get, and the anxiety, and you meet foreign place and all these people around you, you don't know who they are. So precaution. And then the military people, the guards that were around, did that for him. So that's all. And then he came with his own security as well.
The big welcome and the big 3-day stay or whatever.
Because that is part of the sort of the...
If you're hosting someone, you don't have to ask them to pay, do you?
No. But it's interesting, that sort of whole...
I mean, the way these people are speaking now, are they making the bidding for the institution from now on when they go to foreign places? They have to cough up the money for their security, because when William came to, I believe it was Boston, they cost the taxpayers some money. They didn't pay anything. Where else did they go? I think almost everywhere they go, they don't pay for any of this stuff. So this was an invitation for Harry to go over there. So when someone invite you, I mean, you could bring some gifts or whatever, but they invite you, which means they will make sure your safety, your well-being is accommodated. Oh my God, they're making the case for the institution when they go places, cough up the money for the security, I guess.
The Sussex business model.
Wow.
And how their money works, because they're not shy of spending it.
She's
they
rocking around in £3,500 dress.
Wow.
With no
Quite a lot of the
wardrobe.
dresses were things that she had worn previously.
Oh, okay.
I think.
See?
So,
Like I said, some of the things she wore them before. Oh my God, these people only think about money. And then the country invited them. Oh.
£3,500 on something, you better wear it twice.
Hope you're listening, Mrs. Myers. But no, certainly one of the dresses was, I think, the dress that she wore to announce her pregnancy with Lilibet.
Okay.
And, so there's various different outfits that had been seen previously. But
Thank
there
you.
were certainly some of the more... they had quite a lot of noughts on them when they first entered her wardrobe. But she also did that very, I don't know, I guess royal tour thing of, I'm being given some things. I've been given some earrings, I've been given a wrap, I've been given a scarf or whatever, and then working that into her wardrobe as quickly as possible afterwards. So it did feel like a very, very royal tour without them being royals.
Yeah.
Harry and Meghan's wardrobe, specifically Meghan's wardrobe, has absolutely nothing to do with these people. They should not even be utter anything about Meghan's wardrobes, how much it costs, anything like that. Because Meghan has been working for her own money ever since she was young. Even if a clothes that she wore cost $1 billion, it is no concern of any of us. because she worked her butt off. While we were under COVID, nobody was going anywhere and things like that. What did she do? She wrote a children book, and that made a lot of money. Harry wrote his book, that made money. So none of these things that they're discussing should not be uttered a damn thing from their mouth. It's none of their concern, because they both work for their money. My goodness. And it's not taxpayers' money.
But tell me, tell me about their delinquent charity. What has gone on there? Is this just like an admin error,
It looks
or
like
is it
I mean,
anything more?
I think anything that is a bit off, people are just going to leap on, aren't they? Oh, but they said they sent a check, and the check
That's very old-fashioned.
wasn't received, or I think this is it.
I don't know anything about that. I only hear it recently.
Surely be a bit simpler.
It's just they haven't filed.
I mean, rest of the
Alright, the governor spoke about it. Okay, how many of these do we have? Oh my god. I think I'm gonna leave. Oh shit, that's too much. It's what, 5 o'clock. I need to stop. Alright, I'm gonna stop, and I don't know, maybe another time I'll come into it. Look at this. I only cover one. Only one. Oh, actually two. I'll leave the rest for another. I can't listen to these people mumbling out of nowhere. What is this one? Let me go into that and see what this one is about. These people. What's this next tweet about? Okay, there's another one babbling. Maybe I'll add that. Riddle me this. How many death threats did Harry and Meghan receive from Nigerians? How many death threats did Harry and Meghan receive from the UK? What is the nationality of the individuals in jail for trying to harm Harry and Meghan? Thank you, period. Racist royalism. Okay, so this is a retweet of... Oh, shit. That's another long one. Let's listen to this. More racist royalism. How can anyone think that being Palace Walls Princess Meghan did not experience racism, microaggression, and institutional gaslighting in the royal family and by their courtiers when their extreme royalist commentators serve... What is that? Royalist commentators reveal their mentality... Let's pause it. Their mentality like this one has. The racism in this clip is loud. Although others and the royal who are more sophisticated do it more quietly, but will use countries like Nigeria when it suits them and benefit the institution while feeling the same immense arrogant superiority over it. Okay, what is he saying here? Oh, Lord. Okay, I should have stopped. I don't really want to understand anymore.
I'll tell you this. You'll know this, Michael. You've been on enough royal tours. There's no way our royal family would set foot in Nigeria, a country where female
and one of the videos that I did on PYTE, one of the things that they said regarding the polo match, is it something Duke of Gloucester came and played polo and all of that? So what these people are talking about, I literally just listened to it, and it's not like I was aware of that. I knew from the past. I just recently listened to the reporting about Duke of Gloucester, play polo over there and held several winning streak with the polo thing.
Thank you. And he would not be Prince Harry will not be the first member of the House of Windsor to be in Polo Club. Is that right? Do we have some history here between the club and the royal family?
Absolutely. At this way, you're absolutely right. Harry is keeping very, very good company. The first member of the House of Windsor was the Duke of Gloucester, actually. Back in the 70s, he was a very, very close friend of the head of state at the time, General Yakubu Gowon. He was first secretary of the High Commission here. So he was a diplomat, a member of the House of Windsor, and he played polo here back in the 70s. So Harry is keeping very, very good company. That's the Duke and Duchess.
The royal...
play polo over there and held several winning streak with the polo thing.
We're particularly excited because his grand uncle, I believe, Prince William of the Duke of Gloucester, was here between 1965 to 1967. He actually won a couple of trophies. The Majacudini Cup, as you know, one of the highest cup, trophies was contested for then, and he won that. The Kaiser William Cup, the Independence Cup was also contested, and he's played there. So he was a member of the Lagos Polo Club. So we're very excited to welcome the Duke and Duchess. I'm sure a lot of our guests would have loved to see him on the field, but hopefully we'll have him back again and get him to play some chukkers with us.
So what these people are talking about, all of a sudden, oh my God, the royal family don't go to Nigeria. Okay.
Female mutilation, genital mutilation is rife, where women's rights basically don't exist, where hundreds...
Okay, where is Kate right now? Where is Kate? We haven't heard about Kate since December 28th, from what I remember, 2023. Where is Kate? You're talking all this BS. Where is she? Focus on that.
Of kids are regularly kidnapped by extremist Islamic groups. This is not a country that should be endorsed.
Was it in this video? I was just reading some headline about knife attacked, and I skipped it, and I said you could pause and read it. Okay. So he's saying things that is, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to compare and see in terms of numbers. None of this should be happening. Anything to harm another human being should not be happening. But the way these people are saying things here, as if this don't happen in their homeland, the UK. Oh my God, you have eggs being thrown at the king. That's one thing. What was it? Wasn't what's her name? Princess Anne was kidnapped at one point. So what is he talking about? Princess Anne. Let me look that up. Because I was talking on top of my head. There's this here. What happened to Princess Anne's kidnap? On 20 March 1974, Princess Anne was ambushed by an armed kidnapper external as she traveled by car to Buckingham Palace. The attack was thwarted by the bravery of a number of people, including her police bodyguard, Inspector Jim Beaton, who was shot 3 times during the incident. So these things are happening in your freaking homeland. So what the hell these people are talking about? And then this is why they didn't want to provide protection for Harry and Meghan. Oh my God. But let's continue.
By anyone, certainly not our royal family. And these two neophytes, they're naive in what they're doing. They're making this country look good when it doesn't deserve it.
What? Wait. Making the country look good, they don't deserve it? Is that what he said? Making the country look good, but they don't deserve it. That's some mind-blowing thing here for me here. Okay, let's listen.
Certainly not our royal family. And these two neophytes, they're naive in what they're doing. They're making this country look good when it doesn't deserve it.
Wow. That's some freaking lunatic talk here. They're making the country look good, but they don't deserve it.
New spin on it from the youth. As a prince, you're born at birth with a natural platform to be able to try and make a difference. Yeah, which a lot of people have to spend years and years and years getting to that point. So from that perspective, I'm very lucky to have a platform to be able to try and make change in the causes that mean a lot to me, but also to you guys. And I'm still in your generation, by the way. But at the same time, as I said, being born with a lot of privilege comes with a lot of responsibility. But I like to think that I'm going to have to spend the rest of my life earning the respect for that privilege and trying to make a difference for the rest of my life.
They're making the country look good, but they don't deserve it.
How do you understand it to begin with? How do you know that that's a part of your destiny?
Well, we don't, put it this way, we don't all sit in a room with a queen and a blackboard going, it's a kind of, I don't know, I think it's, I wouldn't say it's in our blood, but at the same time, I think it's over history and watching our parents, watching our grandparents, and just learning our way through that process. I mean, Christ, I think I went to my first proper royal engagement at the age of 4 or 5. So you make mistakes, like we all have, and then slowly you find your way and you start to realize that you've got an incredible platform to make really positive change. So it takes a bit of getting used to, but as I said, it's once you understand the privileged position that you're in, you've then got to spend the rest of your life earning that privilege and giving back and also gaining the trust and respect of the general public and then using that position for good.
What helped you to understand that position that you were in?
Spending 10 years in the military was one.
They're making this country look good when it doesn't deserve it.
And what did that do for you?
I think I wouldn't say it changed my outlook on life, but there were certainly experiences that I went through during those 10 years that not only was I surrounded by normal people on a day-to-day basis and being able to share and talk about everyday issues that they were going through, but it was a grounding moment for me as well. You know?
They're making this country look good when it doesn't deserve it.
Wearing the same uniform as all of the people that I was serving with, getting an opportunity to serve your country on operations, but also being part of a family. And that's not just the guys and the girls that were wearing the uniform, but also the wives, the girlfriends, the kids. That whole network of support was huge.
They're making this country look good when it doesn't deserve it.
But I think my understanding of service and duty became really, really ingrained, or it was given to me by my service in the military, because that's what it's all about.
They're making this country look good when it doesn't deserve it.
And you're taking young people from some of the most deprived cities and towns across the UK for the British Armed Forces, and I know it's the rest for the rest of the world as well. But you're taking some people who've had some really, really hard upbringings and hard backgrounds, and you're training them to be ambassadors. You're training them to be fighters, but you're training them to be brothers in arms with each other as well. And I think that's an incredibly powerful tool to be able to do. And I have a huge amount of respect for anybody, whatever their background is, to be able to serve your country like that.
They're making this country look good when it doesn't deserve it.
Well, we're going to come back to that in a little bit in terms of some of the efforts that you have around leaders in the military. But I want to ask you, you traveled the whole world in both your role, in your royal role. As you were going around the world, how did you get more focused on things that you cared about? I mean, we see a lot of pictures of you with children. You spent a year in Lesotho,
Yep.
right? And, bring that to life for us.
Like I said, Harry is the only royal who's making the country look good. And now this guy just said, but saying Harry does not deserve it. What kind of talk is this? It's up to you, UK.
I couldn't tell you the number of royal tours I've been on, and what you say is absolutely right. You know, Nigeria, the Foreign Office, and the American State Department both say it's a dangerous destination, you must not go there. It vies with Johannesburg in South Africa to be the murder capital of the continent. And
but when did he say South Africa? But yet, you send, how old was Archie? 4 months? Harry and Meghan to a murder capital to South Africa. The mindset, you put one and one together, I really don't understand the mindset of these people.
you and I know that in that country there's industrial scale boiler rooms of people who are ripping off people around the world, internet fraud, wholesale internet fraud, defrauding old ladies, stealing identities, and none of that is ever prosecuted. Now,
okay, none of that. What happened to Charles? Okay, with bag full of money. What happened to Andrew with whatever happened with Virginia Giuffre? Never prosecuted. Okay, but let's continue.
As we know, there he is on his polo pony playing in favor of one of his African charities. As we know, Prince Harry came back and said this country was not safe enough for him.
But there were many serious, credible threats against Meghan, were there, emanating from the far right?
Absolutely. If you'd seen the stuff that was written and you were receiving it, the kind of rhetoric that's online, if you don't know what I know, you would feel under threat all of the time.
So you were convinced that there was a genuine threat to Meghan's life on on more than one occasion, on several occasions?
We had teams investigating it. People have been prosecuted for those threats.
And he took his father's government to court over it. Eventually, a judge slapped him down and said he couldn't have a permission to appeal. Otherwise, he would.
Okay, the thing is, with his security and all of that, I have that video where this officer or detective was talking about people who's trying to say it. Let me just put it, okay?
But there were many serious, credible threats against Meghan, were there, emanating from the far right in this
Absolutely.
country?
If you'd seen the stuff that was written and you were receiving it, the kind of rhetoric that's online, if you don't know what I know, you would feel under threat all of the time.
So you were convinced that there was a genuine threat to Meghan's life on on more than one occasion, on several occasions?
We had teams investigating it. People have been prosecuted for those threats.
Harry needs to protect himself. Where is Princess Diana? In France, you guys sent your people after her. Where is she? This is why Harry wants to make sure things don't repeat. But you guys want things to repeat. Look what happened in New York. Oh my Lord. Oh, let's finish listening to that.
Appeal. Now, he's gone to that country there where it's an extremely dangerous place. He had, admittedly, 4 burly bodyguards with him, but how he can maintain that the level of armed protection for him when he's in this country, and when we saw him here last week, he had very, very adequate protection.
Oh my God, these people are evil. Okay, I sincerely hope Africa is listening to this extremely offensive rubbish and seeing these people for who they really are. These are people who claim there was no racism in Britain or the royal family. Okay, remember when we said the racism Meghan faced in the UK affect us all? Need we say more? Okay, I love that they are doing this because it shows the world how they lie about everything. There were Nigerians who were totally against Harry and Meghan due to UK tabloid lies. Now they can all see for themselves that no truth come out of that island. Okay, what they are hiding behind colonist mentality, they conveniently forget the British Empire treated black and brown brutally and with contempt. I just posted something on my community board regarding France is somewhere in Africa sending their military to do some crazy stuff. It didn't start yet, but I shared a warning. Why? Lord have mercy. They can't help themselves any longer. They have become incontinent with their racism. They need diapers and colostomy bags to contain that shit. Why? Lord, the derangers are still sucking on our lemons over the Nigerian visit. Okay, no comment. Where was that? November 6, 2018, Prince Charles and Camilla arrived in Abuja, their first stop in Nigeria, the couple. Oh, I didn't even know that. I don't follow them, but there it is here. Whew. It's so iconic. England is unmatched in their abuse and brutality. They act like we don't have hundreds of years of receipts. Then their own king go back in 2018, which I just showed. Okay, TV Kiev will be absolutely shocked to know that King Charles was in Nigeria in 2018. And the orange-brown one sells classified stationery to the highest bidder. Daughter and son-in-law lives richer. Wonder how he did that because the government don't pay enough. Okay, I don't know anything about that. Look at Charles and Camilla in Nigeria in 2018 where no British royals will ever put a foot in. Low information blabbers trying to denigrate an African country. What the hell is she? Oh my God. But anyway, I told Kevin people were going to post this racist rant. Okay, there's all that. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I added an extra which I was already tired of, but there's that. The real world will never set foot in Nigeria. And they already did. That's that. Okay. Look, it's so bland. You don't see the vibrant that we saw with Harry and Meghan. Princess Diana in Nigeria. The Queen and these people are ridiculous. Unbelievable. I guess it, like I said, Harry and Meghan's wedding was necessary to open some people's eyes. And I'm still standing by that. And every day we're seeing that. All right. So I'm going to stop now because I have more, but I don't know when I'm going to cover them again. So please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right. Prayers for those derangers and racists. Baggage for God. That's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.